Good morning, friends. A very good morning from the web desk of Bhattacharya and Associates. This is Bodhan Bhattacharya, Managing Partner, Bhattacharya and Associates, Advocates and Consultants. This is one of our alternate sessions that we have, which will strictly not deal with law and legal paraphernalia. But today, I have chosen a shlok from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse number 47. We all, at some point of time, we all use this phrase, Ma phaleshu kadachana. The whole slok goes like this: Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phal heturbhur ma te sango sattva karmani. That is the shloka. We all say Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana, meaning you have right to do work, but you don't have that right in the phal or the result. You do not have right on the result. In my humble opinion, the meaning is not so coarse. It's a bit more subtle, actually more subtle than what we have gathered. It's like this: the word adhikar is very important. The word adhikar is very important in this whole shloka. Why I say this? Because the word adhikar has been used only once in this shloka. But this word adhikar, it influences, or rather it gives a color to the whole shloka. It influences all other words or all other phrases in the shloka. Karmanye vadhikar aste. Karmanya eva adhikar aste. Karmanya eva adhikar. If we join it, it becomes karmanyeva adhikar aste or karmanye vadhikar aste. It's like karmanyeva adhikar aste. That means in the work, you have adhikar. The word adhikar does not only mean to do the work or the right to do the work, but it here means the right of choice to do the work. What choice? In the work, you always have adhikar, but here it denotes the choice of doing the work. You can do a good work, you can do a bad work. An action can be good, an action can be bad. You can turn out to be a saint, you can turn out to be a sinner. You can turn out to be a Mahatma, you can turn out to be a murderer. So that is the choice that you have. That is within your adhikar, within your choice, within your right. It is within your right to be a saint or a sinner. Karmanye vadhikar aste. Now what it says? Ma phaleshu kadachana. Ma means not or no. Phaleshu means the resultant effect. Kadachana, anytime. The simple meaning is not in the result of the work of yours. Now the word adhikar is influencing this line as well. Not in the karma phal, meaning not in the result of the work. Not what not. That adhikar is not there. So it's like there is adhikar or right to the karma that you do, but that adhikar or right you do not have in the karma phal or the result. Meaning you have a choice to do your work, a good deed or a bad deed, but you do not have a choice in your action, that the resultant effect of your action. That does not depend on your choice. Only the natural consequence will follow. If you do something good will follow. If you do something bad, obviously something bad will follow. That's the theory of karma phal in the Hindu philosophy or the Shastra, Hindu Shastra. Now, if you do a bad deed and expect a good result, today you steal from somebody and you expect that, oh, I won't be caught. Sorry, once upon a time, it will come back to you. It will come back to you. Either you will be caught, or the money that you earn from your stealing, you won't have any effect to. Maybe if you steal something, you get something, you achieve something, the achievement may go out of the window, just like a bad accident. So you do not have the adhikar of choice. You do not have the right of choice in the karma phal. Karmanyev adhikar aste. You have adhikar or right on your karma phal, on your karma, but not so on the karma phal. That is what it means. So it's like the expected outcome. Now, if I come to the next level, the next level is ma karmafal heturbhur. Ma karmafal heturbhur, meaning the expected outcome, ma karmafal, not the karmafal, heturbhur. Hetu is the reason. Hetu is the reason. Bhur, the action, meaning neither should the expected outcome be the reason for your action. Ma karmaphal heturbhur. As I gave you that example, you are stealing from somebody, thinking that you will earn a lot of money, then you will have a gala dinner. Now what happens? You steal that money, nobody catches you, fine. But the day you go for that gala dinner, you have a stomach upset. That is karmaphal. Your dinner is gone for a tossing. Right? Your achievement through that bad deed goes out of the window. So that action, the third line says, the action, the expected outcome, you thought you will be stealing and you will be getting away with it. So that was your expected outcome. So your stealing was guided or goaded by that expected outcome of not getting caught. That is what the sloka says. Neither the expected outcome of your action be the reason of your action. So if I just once again run through, karmanyev adhikaraste, you have a right of choice to do what did you are doing, good or bad. Ma phaleshu kadachana, that right is not there in the karma phal, in the result. You cannot control it. Whatever you do, only natural consequences will follow, howsoever unnatural it might seem. But that is the natural consequence. Ma karma phal heturbhur, let that reason of yours action, let that reason of your action not be the expected outcome of your thought. You are expecting something good, that's why you are doing the action. No, it should not be. So let that expected outcome not be the reason of your working. And the last part, ma te sango sattva karmani. Ma te sango sattva akarmani. Akarmani. Kindly remember, it's not sattva karmani. The after doing the sandhi, we get it sattva karmani, but it is ma te sango sattva akarmani. Sattva yukta akarmani is sattva karmani. Why I am repeating or emphasizing on this akarmani part, I will show you. Ma means again no, te is you, sango means the affinity or your liking towards doing that job, right? That is sango. Sattva karmani, akarmani is inaction. So what this says, this is perhaps the most important line, this is perhaps the most universal line. It is stating the obvious. Kindly understand one thing. Gita, Ved, Vedanta, they all state the obvious, the most common thing they are stating. Unfortunately, common sense is the most uncommon thing that we actually get on earth. So here they are saying not or neither, or rather nor your action should be towards akarmani, nor there should be an attraction towards inactivity. Akarmani means inactivity. Ma te sango satva karmani. Not there should be on your part attraction or affinity towards inactivity. You should not choose to be inactive is the literal meaning. But what is the actually antarnihito artha? What is the actual meaning of this? In my humble opinion, you do not have a choice. You do not have a choice to remain inactive. If you have eyes, your eyes will see. If you have nose, your nose will inhale. If you have ears, your ears will hear. If you are conscious, you will act. Whatever act you do is your choice, true. But you cannot be inactive. You cannot make your mind completely blank because it is conscious. That is why there cannot be any choice. That adhikar is once again influencing or qualifying this last line as well. Ma te, what not your attraction towards inaction, not your attraction or affinity towards inaction. Not choice. There is no choice. That adhikar, the first line says karmanyev adhikar aste. That adhikar is not there. That right to choice is not there, even in case of your inaction. Howsoever you want to be inactive. If, as I said, if you have eyes, you will see. Whether you will see something good, something bad, depends on you. You have nose. You can inhale the petals of roses, the aroma of roses. You can inhale dendrite fevicol and get some high. So that's your choice. You have ears. You can hear something good. You can hear something bad as well. That is completely your choice. But the bottom line is you must hear. You cannot do without hearing. If you are awake, you cannot do without hearing. You must see if your eyes are open. Even if your eyes are shut, your mind is open. With the eyes of your minds, you are seeing. For a blind, he sees through his mind, through his other indriyas, other sense organs. He perceives, he feels. So that is what this sloka says. For example, today in this pandemic situation, you have two choices. One, you can get depressed. You can completely famish yourself in depression. You can completely drown yourself in depression, in the darkness. Second, you can act. You can say to yourself, I refuse to get depressed. You can say that, no, I will do something constructive. I will do something that is good, something that builds me up, something that helps the society. I wouldn't have got this idea of making a YouTube channel had not there been this lockdown, had not there been this COVID situation. So to every cloud, to every dark cloud, you have a silver lining. That is what I want to say. That is what I want to mean. So this is on you. It's your choice. At the end of the day, you are actually alone. And only you can save yourself. Just in the other videos as well, I have said, even in Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamsoma Jyotirgomaya, Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya, I have explained it. It's basically an invocation of yourself. You are coaxing yourself. Here also, you see, karmanne vadhikaraste. You have a choice of what you do. Ma phaleshu kadachana. Your choice is that choice you don't have in the outcome. Ma karma phal heturvur. That choice is not there to control your expected outcome. So let that expected outcome not be the reason of your work or karma. Ma te sango sattva karmani. You do not have the choice to remain inactive as well. So it's stating the obvious. Since you cannot remain inactive, you have something or the other to do. And since you have a choice to do whatever you feel like, the outcome, you don't have a choice. So let the expected outcome do not goad you for that action. If today a student studies to stand first, that is his expected outcome, that I will stand first in the class. But he doesn't stand first. Maybe he stands third or fourth or fifth, or maybe for that matter of fact, he stands at 20th. He will get demoralized if he thinks about the expected outcome. But what the karmaphal here is, since he has studied, he has absorbed the knowledge. This absorption of knowledge is the outcome, not standing third, fourth, fifth, first, whatever. That's not the outcome. That was it. I think that clears the air up, and that will be all from the web desk of Bhattacharya's Associates. I pray to the good, gracious God Almighty, you all be safe and sound. Keep smiling. Till then, Vande Mataram.